Hey, it's the weekend, everybody. I'm Tricia Swenson with Vail Valley Live, and we have a lot going on for this weekend of August 19th and 20th. We're getting pretty far through the month already. School has started already in the Vail Valley for some students. A lot of kids go back to school on Mondays, so let's have one more last hurrah before summer ends for those kiddos. Vail Valley Live starts now.
It's summer
in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains. And we're out here
Living it.
living it.
Living it.
Lots to do.
lots to see.
Every morning.
Every morning.
Every morning,
At 7:30.
7:30.
It's Vail Valley Live.
it's Vail Valley Live.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Hey everyone, it's Ty Diaz with another installment of the weekend edition, Vail Valley Live. And again, like Tricia shared with you, it's for the weekend of the 20th, and that is Sunday. School's back in session instead of school being out for summer. That's another topic to share with you. And with that, we'll give you some ideas on where you could do a little bit of school shopping and finding some savings. Tricia Swenson is in Lion's Head, as you can see. Nice cool breeze going around right there with the leaves on the trees behind her, as well as noticing her hair catching some of that airflow as well. It's a comfortable weekend. We'll be sharing with you details about the weather, but some big announcements coming up on Vail Valley Live this weekend, to include how to anticipate winter on Vail and Beaver Creek Mountain. And what I mean by that is their opening dates. We'll find out more about that. But what we can do right now is give you a look at the weather for the weekend. It is brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne Elevated Savings. And here's what we're going to find for the weekend. And we've been in this spotty activity, this flow of rain activity, depending on where you are in the area, Avon, Beaver Creek, evening showers, maybe afternoon or on top of the mountain. How's this weekend going to be shaping up for you and your family as you are spending some time together in summer before heading back to school full-time, elementary school, middle school, high school, college, university? And here's what they're calling for. Chances of showers, as you can see, but still relying on the fact that we'll find some clouds, some sunshine. Amazing sky views to take in with that. Temperatures hanging out in the mid to upper 80s in areas of these next 4 days. And overnight, evening and overnight low temperatures, you're finding the mid to upper 40s. And as we step into the upcoming week, you can see right there as well, we're looking at the end of summer, your Monday, Tuesday. No, not the end of summer. We're a third of the way, the second, 2/3 of the way in of summer. That's the way to word that. It's tough to talk summer around here. If you're looking at the calendar summer, we're looking at the 21st of June when it kicked off. So now we're at the 21st of August. The end of summer is the 21st, 22nd of September. We're only 2/3 of the way in over there, and we're holding on to those summer temperatures, but with those cooler activities at times, and especially thanks to the showers. It's been an amazing view of summer as far as the lush green and the mountains and the leaves and the trees, the lawn, or whatever you're finding in nature, to get out and enjoy summertime around here. But yeah, we still have another third of the way to go. All right, now that I'm songing and dancing a little bit through how to explain summer, let's check in with Tricia Swenson and see how you're doing in Lion's Head. We're talking summertime, and it's a tough one because you and I, we both look at it from like a media point of view. We look at the calendar summer. Others look at summer as soon as winter ends, and we miss spring sometime and the exact dates of summer. But it's still summertime is the point.
Yeah, and Ty, I always tell people that summer is a little different in the mountains, because August, man, I don't know where, how it was where you grew up. Well, I grew up, August was the hottest month of the year, hands down. We did grain harvest, so we were harvesting wheat and barley and all this stuff, and it was hot, hot days. You get to the mountains, and it's a bit cooler out here, and the nights are getting cooler. We're into the 40s. That cloud cover comes in, it really cools things down. I've been seeing people walking around with little down vests on this morning. So it's a different kind of August here in the mountains.
It's very different. I was talking with some friends at dinner last night, and they have family in from Argentina. The parents are here. They're doing this drive this weekend all over towards Aspen, but going Highway 24, hitting Independence Pass. And I said, okay, well, bring gloves, bring a scarf, bring a beanie, bring a jacket, because for me, doing that drive, at that highest point and that scenic view, you're right in that only cloud, and it's sometimes snowing right there. Then you get back into the car.
Yeah.
The rest of the way into Aspen, you're back into summer again.
Well, and Ty, Breckenridge had a little dusting of snow on it last week when we got some of those rain showers that came through. So, and that's another thing. It snows somewhere in Colorado
It
in
does.
August. And you know, I don't know about your social media, but I'm getting peppered with like, hey, this is what's happening at this ski shop, and get your pass for Ski Cooper, and get your
Oh, yeah.
Epic Pass, and
Oh, yeah.
the Icon Pass is on sale. So we're getting peppered with all of that information because it really isn't long, especially when you think of opening date. November 10th is when we're going to open Vail this year. One of the earliest openings in their history. I think 1998, they opened on November 9th.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we're looking at that. The race is on. People are talking about that. I'm seeing the, as you would term it, the peppered in social media. People are saying, okay, I'm over summer. When does winter return? And at Vail, you're saying that's the date right there, November 10th. And we're looking at November 22nd then for Beaver Creek. They usually follow the opening of Vail for their winter season. But I tell you, no shortage of events as far as summer is concerned around here. We've had concerts. We bring back the shows. We bring back the food, the tastings of anything from dining to beer and spirits. And behind you, the sign says that there's an art festival going on.
Yes,
But
so
actually, there's a proper name for it, Art of the Vail Fine Arts.
Yeah, Vail Fine Arts. It's part of the Art on the Rockies series of shows. You and I have been to the one over at Colorado Mountain College, so a lot of those same artists are there and a few others. And I had a chance to look through it earlier. And yeah, they're open, ready to go. At 10 to 5 is when they're going to be open for you, Saturday and Sunday. So get out there and meet some of these artists. And I'm going to hopefully go down, and if they're not too busy, I'm going to talk to a gal that I bought one of her pieces of
Oh.
digital art.
Oh,
So I'm a little excited about that. So we'll see if we can chat with her and learn a little more. But Ty, you know, before Sunday ends, just have to remind people,
what do you have
it's
there?
the best of.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so the Vail Daily Best of contest is going on right now through the 20th. So you don't have much time to vote, and there are a lot of categories and businesses, services, individuals to go through. If you go to some of the newspaper stands that have not just the one with the Vail Daily, but the ones that have multiple with the magazines and everything, you'll find the ballot guide, or just go online, vaildaily.com, and that will give you all the ways to vote as well. But you know, these businesses, they want your votes. You can vote once per day, and you can help your favorite place win. Maybe it's for best burger, maybe it's, you know, best salon, you know, best ski run. They even have that category, you know. So, but it's just kind of fun to see what's on the minds of the people in the valley.
All right, you can check out that detail and so much more. Thank you, Tricia. We'll be checking back in with you here shortly. And if maybe you want to check out that Best of the Vail Valley and find the Vail Valley Live in there and do the Best of the weekend edition of this show. Yeah, we appreciate your votes as well. All right, Tricia, we'll be right back with you. What you can do right now is go ahead and check out your favorite show online and share Vail Valley Live on YouTube, on Facebook. You can also hit the like and subscribe button so that you can be notified that the show will be starting within 5 minutes or so, whatever the time frame would be. And you can also interact live with us there in the chat feature, letting us know where you are, and maybe we'll send a vote back to you from us that you're our best of whatever it is that you're doing while watching us. But again, still ahead to share with you about Vail Valley Live, about Epic Pass season deals, as well as where you can find fundraisers, dining, shows, music, all coming up. But first, let's do a little shopping, school shopping, if you care to, at the outlets of Silverthorne. This one is Coach.
Hi, I'm Peggy Ziegler, fashion guru and stylist for the outlets at Silverthorne. Do you know there is a Coach outlet at the outlets at Silverthorne? Well, there is, and it's amazing. Guys, gals, the newest things, always new merchandise coming in, up to 70% off every day, only at the outlets at Silverthorne. So let's take a look at some really fun summer fashions. Here's Rachel. Rachel has on the cutest pink adorable scarf. She also has on that fabulous t-shirt with the Indicia decals. She also has her yellow crossbody her floral journal notebook, her amazing belt. She's enjoyed sharing the Levi's jeans, and then she has her flip-flops. Whole outfit, head to toe, would be $940, but not at the outlets at Silverthorne. It's going to be $408.40, all from the Coach outlet, minus the jeans from Levi's. She's going to save $531.60 from shopping here. Okay, Olivia, you are ready, girl. You look fabulous. You have on that adorable pink hat. We have those cute pink shades. Love them. The squares are in, ladies. She also has her cropped Hawaii tee, her light pink shoulder bag. Love it. Just came in with the chain. So neat. And her Coach sneakers. On the back of them, you can see the Coach decals that are really shouting at you. They look fabulous. $728 retail, $353 Coach outlet at Silverthorne price. She's going to save $375. Looking great, Olivia. Okay, Sophia, it does rain here in the high country and at Silverthorne once in a while. So you look fabulous. Your Coach Fun umbrella. Look at the bucket hat, the Rage. You also have your white leather bag. Look at your khaki, fabulous trench coat, which is also the Rage. Stays in style forever. Your Fun Coach tee, your Levi's borrowed Fun jeans, and look at those amazing logo and pink fabulous sneakers. $1,544 is what you would spend retail. Comes to $705.20 outlet. You're going to save $838.80 and never get wet. Thank you so much. So let's not think the Coach is just for gals, because it's not. Here's Shao. He has on the nicest, fabulous polo tee I've ever seen. Look at the fabulous decal on that, and that black and white fabulous backpack. It's amazing. And then he also has his hooded jacket, because it does get cool here sometimes in the evenings and in the mornings. And then he's got his fabulous logoed shorts, and then his flip-flops as well. $1,832 if he bought everything, but not here. $783 if he bought it at the outlets at Silverthorne Coach outlet. He's going to save $1,048.80. Wow, you're going to save more than you spend. Love it. So come on back in, everyone, and let's celebrate the Coach outlet here at the outlets at Silverthorne. It's fabulous, it's for you, and it's up to 70% off every day.
Newsflash! The Pearl Izumi outlet opened at the outlets at Castle Rock. Everything you ever dreamed of is in this store. From fabulous jerseys, Colorado jerseys, Pearl Izumi jerseys, fabulous jerseys and over jackets, and shoes for spinning, for hiking, for mountain biking, gloves, everything you ever dreamed of at reduced, of course, prices. All from the outlets at Castle Rock and Silverthorne. You're going to have the ride of your life.
Welcome back to Vail Valley Live. Joining me now, we have Amanda Vella Charbonneau, and she's one of the artists that you're going to find at Vail Fine Arts. It's Art on the Rockies. We moved it to Lionshead this weekend. And Amanda, great to have you back up in the Vail Valley. You were just in Beaver Creek.
Yes, so good to be here. So nice to see you again.
Yeah, I met her and her sister Sam when they were at the Beaver Creek Art Show just a few weeks ago. And what really caught my eye was this picture right here, and I don't call it a painting. I call it a picture. But tell us about this, Amanda. And it's really pretty, really cool details here.
So it is technically a painting, although it is computer generated. I do use an iPad and a stylus to paint by hand, but on a screen. And then I print the images on metal in limited edition. So that's what we're looking at here. And within the rest of the booth, that's how I do all my offerings. We also build handmade reclaimed wood frames.
Okay, yep. And then you're getting a little bit more here. So what's really cool is that you can what's the riders from Steamboat, the rodeo.
Yes.
The scenery behind her is North Dakota.
Correct.
You can blend it, and I think that's what caught my eye. And I was like, that looks really familiar. And the Badlands is a place I visited quite a bit growing up. But and just the fascination with the horses too. And you should see how many people it really catches their eye when they walk by.
It really does. There's something about that Wild West kind of imagery that's very I don't know, it's just iconic, and it has a nice feel of adventure
and the warmth too. You can kind of tell just by the way the lighting is that it's almost like the sun is kind of setting. It's on this side.
Yeah.
Okay, but you don't just do the scenery and the kind of the Wild West look. You have quite a few different looks as well. Let's take people over to this wall. Now tell us what we have here. That crab.
Yeah, so that was a painting I did in North Carolina, inspired by my trip to Topsail Island. They have these really interesting ghost crabs, and their color just fascinated me, and the way that the colors reflect in the water. It was just very unusual. So I decided to paint that, and then I put in all these intricate patterns to give it something expressive and balance out that realism.
Okay, and then the burrows here, a lot of different patterns in this.
Yeah, that one was inspired by a trip to Wyoming. I was in Lander. It's a couple hours outside of Jackson Hole, and there was this farm with all these burrows, and they were just so peaceful and sweet, and I really wanted to capture kind of their personality with all of that patterning there. And then this piece was a piece that I painted in California after seeing my first great blue heron, and I was just blown away. And it's funny, when they eat, they like swallow their prey whole. And so I didn't want to like put a rabbit in its throat or anything, because that's like kind of intense. But like I did, that always stuck with me, that these animals are just incredible.
Yeah, that is amazing. Well, I love that you've actually, like, these are animals that you've seen. You've been able to, she's just taking the inspiration from real life and going with it.
Yeah, everything. It's all those pieces kind of put together.
And you're based out of Denver, though, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then you travel and do these shows.
Yeah.
Were you at the Steamboat show?
I was.
Okay, yeah, so Beaver Creek, Steamboat, here now. Do you guys have seasons? Like, is this more like a summer thing?
Yes, yeah. So winters when I create, and then the summers when we go out and offer everybody what we've made.
Yeah, okay, perfect. And what do you love about coming to these kind of shows and getting to speak to the public?
Yeah, I just love meeting people. That moment where someone connects with my work is just really special, because it's part of my life that inspires all of these places that I've been, these moments that I've been. And so when somebody connects with that piece, it's like we're connected forever now.
Yeah. I know. See, we're connected forever from that piece. And what's really cool is that, you've developed that relationship, and maybe people will come back and they've got something else they want to buy.
Yeah.
And they know your work and they know the patterns and everything.
Yes.
So, all right. Well, Amanda, so she's right on the corner, kind of before you go down to the gondola, right near the Haagen-Dazs ice cream, across from Garfinkel's entrance. So come and say hi to Amanda. And if we want to find you online, what's a good way to do that?
Instagram at the Vela Ranch or thevelaranch.com.
Okay. All right. Thanks so much for your time today. All right. We are here once again in Lion's Head at Vail Fine Arts. It's part of Art on the Rockies.
At My Future Pathways, our mission is to be the helping hand that enriches and elevates the lives of youth and families of our valley so they can reach their full potential. Through our holistic approach, our tutoring service and programming strengthen our community, develop self-worth, create opportunities, and promote values. We are My Future Pathways.
Hi, I'm Peggy Ziglin, fashion guru and stylist for the Outlets at Silverthorne. I'm here to welcome you today to the Outlets at Silverthorne and also share with you some amazing fun tips. Yes, they're kind of like secrets. First secret is, first commandment of shopping, go to the Colorado Welcome Center where you can learn about all different bikes, hikes, paths, nearby locations that you may want to visit. Then go ahead and ask for your savings card booklet. It's totally free. It's got oodles of fabulous savings. The stores aren't going to ask you if you have your savings booklet. You have to tell them, I have my savings booklet and I would like the discount. Fabulous stores await you here. Everything from Crocs, Perlazumi, Under Armour, Williams-Sonoma, and the list goes on and on and on. So come shop with us. Have a great time.
This season marks the 25th anniversary of the Vail Performing Arts Center in Beaver Creek. In the past quarter of a century, this venue has provided entertainment for all ages and is considered to be a beloved gem in the Rockies. This 535-seat theater is nestled in an unusual location, underneath the outdoor skating rink on the plaza level of Beaver Creek. Littmann's Künstler Theater in Munich, Germany provided the inspiration for the wood-paneled columns, walls, and ceilings that are combined in the curved horseshoe seating layout also found in many traditional European halls, providing unobstructed views from all seats. Fundraising efforts started in 1995, and its groundbreaking was in April of 1996. On opening night, February 5th, 1998, there was a dedication of the Ford Family Relief, a wall outside the venue that depicted the Fords participating in a variety of valley-wide events. President Gerald R. Ford and wife Betty were supporters of the Vail Performing Arts Center from the beginning. The opening week's acts included Ani and Ida Kavafian with the Santa Fe Pro Musica Orchestra, Spalding Gray, All-American Dance Stars, Capitol Steps, and Marvin Hamlish. The Vail Center stage has since hosted some of the biggest acts in the entertainment world, such as Train, Sheryl Crow, country music stars Trace Adkins and Jennifer Nettles, Huey Lewis, Rick Springfield, Lucas Nelson, Keb Mo, orchestras from all over the world, dance companies, and Broadway productions like Rent, Kinky Boots, and The Producers, and many, many more over the years. Where else can you ski, hike, bike, or golf and literally be a short walk away from world-class entertainment? The Vail Performing Arts Center is that gem in the Rockies that completes not only the Beaver Creek experience, but the Vail Valley experience.
You are watching Vail Valley Live and sharing with you a lot of events that are happening, lifestyle, any time of year around here, especially the shows that you could find at the Vail, celebrations to go along with it, and for the weekend, giving you a heads up on many events that you can become a part of. But what we can do right now is give you a look at how to get in and out of the Valley, and even the safest way, the most informed way, and that's by looking at the live feed cameras that are available through a website, cotrip.org. You'll find some stills there as well. You can get yourself plugged into alerts along the I-70 corridor before you make that trek in and or out of the Valley. And what you'll find there is, as well are those cameras. And so looking at some of the cameras right now for the weekend to give you an idea, the weekends, especially by the time Sunday gets here, is where you'll find the heaviest of traffic leaving the mountains and heading back towards the Front Range, but giving you also a look at these cameras by name to know where that heaviest of traffic is, another look at where construction or some changes are happening along that trek to the pace of traffic you'll find right there, but you'll also take in these fantastic mountain views before you head out on the road. But logging on to cotrip.org, looking at the pace and the flow of traffic will allow you to stage your departures to get in and or out of the mountains. So again, log on to that site there, take a look, and have an idea of the roads before you go, especially in the mornings into the early afternoons on Sundays. What we can do right now is go over to Tricia Swenson and share with her together the weekend edition of this show. What a fun show it is that we have, and it's new this season, and we would love your votes. We were talking about this earlier with the Best of Vail Valley. And so are we listed on there so people can vote on us?
I don't think we are, Ty. I don't think we are.
Is there a write-in ballot like we can do the regular presidential elections?
Well, the nomination period has ended, so next year.
Okay.
You know what? That'll be your task. You remember to do it next year. You nominate us, and then we'll be in there. Okay.
Well,
but hey, we're here in Lionshead once again, and we've got the Vail Arts Festival kind of all over throughout the village. It's really cool how it's interspersed in between all the shops and just some extra things to look at. So make sure you put Lionshead on your things to do this weekend.
Art on the Rockies presents the Vail Fine Arts Festival, and the featured artist this weekend is Jan Bouchard, and her featured painting that you'll find in the newspaper is Scarlet and Sage. So if you find this painting, then you'll know that you're at the right place, and she also has a studio down in Edwards.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes they have their fine artists come in for and they are basically from other places in the country.
Oh, yeah.
But not the case here. So we have her. Sometimes we'll have different artists from the Denver area, like the ones I was just talking to, and yeah, it's just fun to check it out. But Ty, can you believe that we are just months away from ski season? I know that we mentioned Beaver Creek's opening date, Vail's opening date, but we've got the Epic Pass available for you. You could purchase that. You could still use it this summer. We're going to be keeping the gondola in Vail and Lionshead open all the way through the early part of October. It coincides with the Vail Farmers Market. And then Beaver Creek, that will end the last weekend of September. So just if you're thinking for planning purposes and you're all excited now that you know about opening dates, you can still get those. But a few other things going on this weekend. So Stoke and Rye, which is over at the Weston Riverfront Resort and Spa, they're doing a special fundraiser for Maui, and you got your Spirit of Aloha shirt on. I like that.
Always,
and
yes.
They have specialty cocktails.
That's right.
And some specialty eats. Whoa, it's getting really loud here. Someone's rolling a big dolly.
So what they're saying, Stoke and Rye will be donating 25% of sales from 3 cocktails: the Pina Aloha, the Lihanya Sunset, and the Mile High Thai, as well as Chef Angel Maui's Bone-In Pork Chop, to the Aloha United Way Maui Fire Relief Fund. And so if you're looking to dine someplace fun and new around here, but also giving towards this cause, the Maui Fire Relief Fund, then don't miss out on stopping by Stoke and Rye, located in the in the Weston Riverfront in Avon.
Yeah, so kind of neat that they're doing that, and they're getting the spirit of doing that. And if you've seen the pictures of these cocktails, I think I sent them to Zion in the email. They look pretty fruity, pretty refreshing, and that pork chop looks pretty delicious as well. But another fundraiser that's happening with one of the local churches, Eagle River Presbyterian, they're doing an authentic Zimbabwean dinner. So food straight out of Zimbabwe. And it's going to be on Saturday, August 19th. There's going to be a silent auction as well. And it's going to benefit an orphanage, the Heather Shimhoga Orphan Care in Zimbabwe. So kind of a neat thing that they're doing with this. So you're invited. If you want to go to this, you're more than welcome to come.
Those are two of the events that are happening in Avon this weekend on Saturday, but the list continues on, and it's the return of the Vail Valley Brewhow. And so what's fun about this is that it's a luau featuring beer, and of course there's going to be food there too, and live music. Likely these shows come back, and they just kind of become all-encompassing right there in Nottingham Park.
Well, you know what? This is the third year they've done it, and I think this is the biggest one of them all, especially with the bands that they have. So, Evolution, which is a lot of our friends and neighbors, Mauricio, David,
Oh
Dana,
yeah.
his wife, they're gonna be playing with a big group of people, and they'll play first from 4 until 5:45, and then at 6, Mark Morris, who is quite the ski athlete. He travels all over. He brings his musicians with him. He started Rapid Grass back in 2012, so some of those members will be with, and they'll go from 6 until 8. So, but in addition to the live music, Ty, they're gonna have a pig roast to
Oh
go with
yeah.
the whole luau theme, and they'll have some other food trucks available for you. But yeah, the eats, the drinks, you'll get your commemorative glass
That's
that will be
right.
logoed with Brew Out, and then you get to sip and sample and go on your way. And then bring the kids, because there's a lot of kids activities like the bouncy castles and the different lawn games and all the different things they can do. And then at the end of the evening, they have these lanterns that they set out to sail on the lake. It's very peaceful, and it's in remembrance and in honor of those who have lost their lives that the Vail Valley Charitable Fund has helped. They help locals in need during a medical crisis, and we all know, Ty, man, just missing one paycheck due to a catastrophe or an illness or an injury can really make a big difference here. So they step in when there's a need, and they've been doing this for over 2 decades and giving away so much money to our local folks. So this is a fun way. Just buy a ticket and you're instantly helping out.
Unlimited samplings of amazing brews, seltzers, ciders, and as you were mentioning, the souvenir sampling glass. And that's one of the many things that we collect here in the Valley when we have these winter or these summer, specifically this Brew Out type of an event. And again, the proceeds go towards a great cause. Moving on, Beaver Creek Dance Party. Now we're getting outside again and enjoying ourselves, but now on Saturdays through the middle of September, getting some free dance lessons in Beaver Creek.
Well, and Ty, okay, the Fabulous Femmes. It's Kathy
Yes.
Morrow, Beth Swearingen, and Harris Patterson. So they make up this trio. That I think they're going to be playing all disco music on this Saturday night dance party. And then Maria Berry, who's one of the local dance instructors, she's there. So get there early so you can get the maximum amount of instruction. But I think they're going to be teaching probably the hustle. That would be a
Ooh.
good one, and these are good moves to have at, the next wedding dance, the next time you go out to, a dance party or a birthday or anything. It's nice to get some moves in there. But these ladies, they always are costumed up. They do such a good job of entertaining, and they play a lot at Route 6 Cafe. But this is their last public event of the season. They'll have some
Oh.
private events. But yeah, so it's the last public one. So take
And
advantage of it. I think we'll see a lot of locals there.
And that one is known as the Beaver Creek Dance Party, and that happens on Saturdays through September 16th, according to this press release. And dance moves have been very popular thanks to TikTok. I wonder if Beaver Creek Dance Party has a TikTok page so we can get this dance craze really popular and get those views on there, and those followers. But moving along, Beaver Creek keeps it going.
Maybe you could start that TikTok channel.
You've got a lot of great ideas for me to start things. All right, very good. Fossil Posse Dinosaur Adventures, and I think Billy Doran has a new feature at his campus down in Edwards with the Fossil Posse Dinosaur Adventures.
Yeah, so Fossil Posse has been around for quite some time down valley. Probably 6-7 years, and out by Walcott they had the dinosaur camp for kids. Well, it was always Billy's dream to start up the museum, and they have one out on the front or the Front Range. They also have one out in Dinosaur National Park, and he's like, "Why not? Why don't we have one here?" And so they decided to bring that through, and it's come to fruition. So all those kids that enjoyed camp any time of the year, even in the winter, you can come on in, and it's held in the Early Child Learning Center in Edwards, right next to Red Canyon High School, Berry Creek Middle, and ECCA, Eagle County Charter Academy, which started school yesterday. But kind of neat to see Billy and sharing all of his dinosaur knowledge. He's not a paleontologist, but he calls himself a paleontologist because he likes to play and he's got all that information. So he's gonna make it happen. So yeah, so he will be at Beaver Creek on Sunday, 4 until 5:30.
You can always find the adventures and educational experience with the Fossil Posse Dinosaur Adventures, and the invitation is extended to guests of all ages, and that happens on Sundays and Wednesdays in Beaver Creek, but not too far from where we are. Where the Dinosaur Posse Adventures take place. You're going to find Craig Ferguson on stage, the Fancy Rascal Tour.
Yeah, so Craig Ferguson is originally from Glasgow, Scotland. Born there. He was a drummer in he calls them the worst punk bands in the UK.
He is a
Started out
comedian.
being a musician, and then he worked as a bartender. And then they said, you got to go into acting. Like, you've got to make this happen. And he got a show on the BBC called The Ferguson Theory. See, Ty, you're a bartender. Maybe you could, like, start acting and
I do have a
get your
little
own-
gig called Vail Valley Live that I have as like a little Ferguson of my own rascal tour.
We'll call it the Ty Diaz Theory. And,
That's a good
so,
one.
so, and then he came over to the United States and started working on the Drew Carey show, all these sorts of things. So it's kind of neat to see. And if you've ever seen any of his skits, you can go on YouTube. You can check out a few things, see if it's your cup of tea. And if so, we've got that for you on Saturday night. It was close to being sold out the last time I checked. So I've definitely checked that limited availability for this. And then Ty, we bring back KT Tunstall. So she was supposed to be here
Oh,
during the spring, but she had to move the show to next Friday, the 25th. So that should be pretty cool. I'm excited for that.
the lineups in
Oh, it's
Beaver
gonna
Creek
get really
continue
crowded
on
here.
weekends only,
Someone's-
as well as other shows throughout the month of August and into September. And what we can do is, so we have the evening with KT Tunstall. This is happening August 25th at Beaver Creek, 8 p.m. Tickets looks like they're still available. I don't see here that it's saying that it is sold out, but it is a bringing back of a previously scheduled event, like you were saying. And so don't miss out on catching this show. And this is also at the Villar in Beaver Creek, villarpac.org.
Yeah, so get your tickets there. They only have a few more shows left. Kev Mo will be the last one on September 7th. And then they go into their Underground Sound series, which is all throughout the fall. Great discounts on tickets or passes for this. $150 gets you all 7 shows and a drink at each show. So just that deal alone is pretty good. So that's always fun to check out. But speaking of live music, Sunset Live is happening this Sunday. And we've got Brendan McKinney, who's been here forever, and his band, the 99 Brown Dogs. So it should be a lot of fun. Sunset Live. Have you been yet this season? I know you've been to the Wednesday concerts.
I made it near a Sunset Live in Avon Nottingham Park in the beginning of July. Normally do my little evening bike ride around catching the sunset, and that's the whole theme behind this. But it's always interesting to see the paddle boats kind of rowing up, the SUPs and all rowing up to the stage from the water side to catch the shows. You'll see families and kids hanging out on the docks right there near the Sunset Live stage, as well as anyone else just kind of taking in the lawn, the picnic tables, the shade, and of course there's available seating there too. But I mean, speaking of your cup of tea, you could bring your own little beverage and take in a nice Sunday evening show right there on the terrace on the backside of the Nottingham stage.
Well, and you know what? And you can bring your own picnic as well. If you want to bring a blanket and put the whole spread out there. It's not as big as when it's on Wednesdays and you've got the full Avon Pavilion and that yard in front of it.
Completely
But still,
different,
there's
yeah.
plenty of room. Plenty of room for everybody. And if you need a good idea on what to bring, check out this next dish. So it's very impressive. You can use some of your garden herbs, but it is sweet pea hummus baked by Allie Stevens with
Sounds
seasoned
delicious.
potatoes.
We're going to
to put a spin on classic hummus. Joining me now, we have Allie Stevens. She's with Seasoned to Taste. And instead of the regular ingredients, we're going to go with a lot of green ingredients. Tell us about this and how you're switching it up.
Right, it's just nice and fresh. It gets away from the beans and the tahini, so it keeps it light and fresh, and you can use all the beautiful bounty of herbs and fresh vegetables that are coming out right now.
Okay. What's interesting is we're using peas then kind of instead of the garbanzo bean.
Exactly. So peas and the arugula, and then some beautiful, nice, fresh herbs. These all came from my garden. So we've got an array of different herbs that we'll put in there today. And then miso paste instead of your tahini, and a little bit of olive oil just to bind it together.
Okay, perfect. All right. And what about the peas? Do we have to have those from the garden? Or
So you can hold them all, or you can just get frozen peas. They're picked and frozen right at their peak, so they're delicious and fresh.
All right.
So we'll start with just our peas, about 8 ounces of peas, and then a couple handfuls of arugula. This just brings a nice peppery, bright flavor. And then the herbs today we have are some parsley, tarragon, mint, basil, oregano, whatever you have, anything that you particularly like, add it in there.
Kind of like everything about the kitchen
really
sink.
nice.
We're all putting it in there.
And then our miso, it's a soybean paste, so just a couple ounces of that. And then some olive oil, a couple tablespoons. Just bind that together. And then a pinch of salt.
Okay.
And then a little secret ingredient is a pat of butter. This is used to keep it nice and green. So it's not necessarily adding much flavor, but it keeps the greenness of all of the vegetables.
Yeah, you go to all this hard work, you don't want to start looking
just
not as desirable.
it falls flat. So the pat of butter, and then some lemon zest.
Okay. Yeah, and that really adds to the fresh flavor
Right.
too.
So you'll just throw that in there. Yes, nice and bright, and some fresh squeezed lemon juice.
All right. There we go.
All right.
And then, and then you want to probably use a food processor just to really get it.
Right. So you just throw it in there, and it'll mix it up however much you'd like. If you like it chunky, if you want it a little bit smoother, then do as you please.
Okay. There we go.
All right. And there you have it. So you have this nice, beautiful, fresh, green hummus. And so we have a couple things we can do here with it. We have just your typical crudité. You can serve just with some nice cut vegetables.
Yeah, so the classic hummus and veggies.
And then maybe a little bruschetta. This is a nice grilled naan.
Oh, awesome.
And then also, a different idea to try is a beautiful ravioli or pasta.
Wow, I've never thought about using that.
Just put this over here and you'll have a nice, fresh. The only thing else that was on here so far was a little olive oil. And then you can top it all with, again, just some fresh herbs to brighten everything up. Maybe some fresh radish.
If you're kind of tired of your normal hummus routine, try this out. This is awesome.
It's beautiful and fresh. So
okay,
enjoy.
All right, thanks for sharing your bountiful garden with us today.
Of course.
Okay, thanks.
We believe in the power of a live performance. We believe in making memories together. Join us as we celebrate 25 years of making moments that last a lifetime. Bringing concerts, comedy, Broadway, classical, dance, and family entertainment in the heart of the Rocky Mountains in Beaver Creek Village. View the full lineup and get tickets today at villarpack.org.
Join us every Tuesday at 6 p.m. and watch Vail Valley Latino. Our goal is to elevate the voices of the Latino community in the Eagle River Valley and provide a platform to speak with local businesses, organizations, entrepreneurs, creatives, and much more. Find the show on Facebook, YouTube, and Outside Television Channel 17. We are Vail Valley Latino.
The Vail Jazz.
You're watching Vail Valley Live. Ti Diaz here with you, giving you the weekend edition, a look at the weather, brought to you by the Grand Hyatt Vail. That's our studio location over at Vail, 1300 West Haven Drive, where every day, if you're on this property, you could find a schedule of events to kind of pair with your weather permitting, anywhere from s'mores to yoga, to live music on deck this weekend, weather-wise again, brought to you by the Grand Hyatt Vail. We're looking at some sunshine in the forecast, temperatures climbing into the areas of the mid to lower 80s, but not without chances of showers. And no matter what the forecast brings, somewhere in Eagle County, you'll find a squelch or two, a few drops of rain showers, but it hasn't been lasting long or consuming the day. So just be prepared for your hikes, your bike rides while you're out there in your areas, staged throughout the day. When those showers, that spotty activity, if it's that, could begin. But what we can do right now is head over to Tricia Swenson. She's over in Lion's Head, enjoying art on the Rockies. And what we're looking at right now is a painting power team. Is that what we have with Tricia right now? Oh, yeah. And we'll go ahead and take a look and head over to Tricia for that.
Vail Valley Painting Power Team. We have the Schaefer Miles team with us now, and we've been interviewing them for a long time. They kind of go back. I don't know how many years. I mean, since the late 90s.
25. I don't know.
Yeah, the Villar Center's been around for 25 years, so that's how I kind of keep track of everything.
Well, our kids grew up here, and they're married and having kids now, so yeah.
Yeah.
So we love it out here.
Time flies. Well, it's so good to see you guys again. And then you kind of split your time. Of course, I mean, you're traveling for art shows all the time, but you're back and forth between Beaver Creek and then Wisconsin.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. We were spending a lot of time in Telluride and Estes Park this year.
Yeah.
We're kind of expanding beyond the valley. We've loved this valley for probably 30-some years, and we've just found endless amounts of stuff to paint, inspiration here all the time.
I know.
But I always said there's more to Colorado too, you know.
Well, there is, and yeah, there's
But we
more to
still love it here.
discover. Well, let's take a look at some of the paintings. So you're gonna do, and what's really cool about this duo is the reason it is Schaefer Miles is they both are painting. It's not like one does one. They both combine
on the same canvas.
On the same canvas.
I'm more painterly, and Kevin's more of a realist, and we blend the styles together.
All right. Well, let's take a look.
Some amazing oil paintings.
Let's take a look at what we have here. So, okay, is this?
Yes,
looks like
the
maroon bells.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Look.
You
at
think
the
we got it
purple.
maroon enough?
Yeah, it looks so great. And then the sunset sky. That's beautiful.
There's actually a little tributary that comes into Maroon Lake, and then if you hike up this side, there's a bunch of elephant ears, the big, organic plants over here, and you go up through this single track, and there's a huge waterfall over here coming out of the side of the mountain that nobody knows about. So we're always finding all these places that are sort of off the beaten path.
I see a waterfall there.
Still familiar.
Yeah. You know what? I just did West Maroon Creek. I did that hike from Aspen to Crested Butte.
Oh,
so I was just at
that's
the Maroon
I used to ride
Bells.
my motorcycle over there. That's a long haul.
Yeah. It is a long haul. Okay, but how long have you guys been doing your artwork?
Oh my
How many years?
Collaboratively, 36 years this June, and married. So, and actually we did a few pieces before we got married, so I might have to say 37. But.
37, yeah. First one was in trade for an appendix operation in Florida.
But anyway.
Bartering for appendix
back in the day,
operations.
everything wasn't quite so corporate, so you could
you
get away
could
with
get away
that.
with it.
Now
No,
everybody has to have cash money.
No. We just enjoy working together and painting together. It's a miracle how it really our two styles mesh together and blend so well.
The first painting we ever did together was in a group show of artists, and at that time we each had 6 different styles that we were playing with. But when we got together, we did this one painting, and it was in a group show with a bunch of other established artists, and nobody could believe that we painted it together because it was kind of seamless. And that was our first attempt at it, aside from the hospital mural that we owed them for the appendix operation. But then we ended up in the Midwest, where we bought Wendy's dad's farm eventually, and we hooked up with a dealer in Chicago, and he saw one painting we had done together. He said, anything along those lines, I'll buy it sight unseen.
Yeah.
And the next year, he traveled to Europe all the time. He would bring us back pictures, and we would do big paintings of European scenes for him. Yeah. And he bought everything we did the first 2 years we started out, and it just caught on, and we just keep doing it because people support it. You know.
And you know what? They work together and they're married. They could maybe give out marriage advice as well.
I don't know.
Here's the marriage advice. You know, if you're camping a lot, just have a tent, and he can sleep in the tent. And I get the camper.
Yeah, that's why we get along. Because I like to do rustic camping. I'm out.
He likes to rustic
I'm out
camp.
in the tent. She's out in the
And
camper.
she wants some more luxury in the camper.
Glamping.
Yeah. Some glamorous camping, some glamping for you. Well, hey, great to see you guys.
Yes,
It was
thank
just
you so much.
wandering around here. You never know who you're going to find, but these guys are no stranger to the Vail Valley and no stranger to these shows. They've been to a lot of these shows that you've probably been to as well. So stop by. They're going to be right in front of Montauk and just up the stairs from the tent, the jazz tent that's here.
But we got to hear some of that when we were setting up last time.
Oh, amazing.
Awesome.
Oh,
Everybody's got to come for the jazz.
Enjoy all the things
Jazz
going
and
on.
art, good food.
It is beautiful. All right. And Ty gave you that forecast. Hey, what happens if it rains for you guys?
Hey, I'm an old Boy Scout. We're ready.
We're used to it. It's Colorado.
Actually, I like the crazy weather. I mean, you get 3 inches of hail, 3 inches of rain on top of that. For me, that's just a challenge.
Wear layers.
Totally. Yep. So they are prepared
Yes.
and ready to go no matter what the weather is.
If you see some art blowing your direction, it's free.
Yeah.
Make sure you pick it up.
Yeah, if it's so windy, it's being posted off the walls. Yeah. It'll say Schaefer Miles on the bottom of it. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, you guys. And you guys, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back with more live from Lions Set.
Later.
We are about to go up in a hot air balloon and skydive out. What draws me to doing this is adventure. The adventure along the way is something that you don't have unlimited time to experience. And so to get out, be with your friends, and go experience exciting adventures is, just the way I want to live my life. It's about getting up early, going to the balloon, meeting up, getting the balloon ready, going up in the air, checking out the sunrise. It's the whole entire experience. It's not just, oh, you jump in a plane and go. It's all about everything that you do along the way, all the different variables that take place. In the basket, it's just like this surreal experience because you're looking around, it's so peaceful and it's completely quiet, and you're talking with some friends, and then next thing you know, you're looking over the edge and you're about to jump, and everything just, time stops, time stands still, and then when you take that jump, when you take the initiative to jump, it's just the most incredible feeling in the world. And then once you're in it, and then you got to make decisions fast to make sure you land okay. California's incredible. It's literally the magical wonderland. For me, I just believe that there's so many different things that you can do here. And the land, I mean, there's so much open space here. There's mountains, there's beaches, there's a lot of places to have fun.
Welcome back to Vail Valley Live. Ty Diaz here with you, and a lot of events going on. Tricia Swenson's been enjoying her time at the Art on the Rockies presents Vail Fine Arts in Lionshead, and you can enjoy that too all weekend long. So be sure to stop by and make some friends, learn the stories from the artists about where the inspiration came from, if they're a team, how do they work together, where did it all begin, and even just learn where some of these artists are from, because again, they're featured from all around the country. We'll go to Tricia Swenson right now, and a big weekend, what we have weather-wise while you're out there enjoying yourself is that you can still find live music all around. We have Vail Jazz, Grace Kelly Quartet coming up on the 24th at Vail Jazz, Vail Square. You can get your tickets for this event as well. You can find that online. And there you are, Tricia. And I love the colors that we're finding in the artwork out there. The weather's holding up, but rain or shine, this event's going to be happening. And when the weather changes, you might find another piece of art that speaks to you, that matches maybe if the clouds come in, or as the last artist said, if there's hail. You know, the art speaks to you when you're out in this open air gallery.
Oh, and you know what? It's just so fun to be able to meet the artists, because a lot of times, I mean, that's who is manning these booths. And I was going to try to find Jen Hammond, you know, and see, because she's another vocal artist, but just so interesting to talk to everybody and get their intake. And I love how Kevin from Shaver Miles was just like, if it rains, I don't mind. They're used to the elements, they're used to these shows, and a lot of these artists do know each other. And some people are enjoying the lounge chairs that I was in on Friday's show. These are pretty cool. So I'm just kind of in the middle of the plaza here, watching people walk around. So add this on your things to do. It's from 10 till 5, Saturday and Sunday. So before or after your hike, or plan to have lunch here, and then stop by some of these great booths.
We're in that last stretch, it looks like, almost as we look ahead of the month of August. Kids are heading back to school, catching some of them by surprise, a big weekend. Hopefully we can make of it where they still can enjoy a little bit of summer. But as we look ahead into the week, again, we're still talking Vail Jazz. As I was mentioning, we have the Grace Kelly Quartet on Thursday, Vail Square.
Yeah, and you know what? So the Schaefer Miles tent is just right up the stairs from that tent. And so when they were setting up last night, he's like, wow, it was amazing. And, this is going to be the last one as we roll into the Labor Day weekend, because then Thursday through Monday of Labor Day weekend, they're going to have 5 days of events and activities. So that should be really cool. But yeah, one more chance to go to the jazz tent, and then Howard's Hangout is right after that. And that's a free offering. The jazz tent is a paid offering, $75 for VIP seating or $35 for general admission. But let's say you're having dinner or you're just getting into town and you want to have a nightcap, come on over to the tavern at Airbelt Vail Square. And they're going to have from 8 to 10, they're going to have live music continuing with Drew Zaremba, who is their artistic director, the brand new artistic director over at Vail Jazz.
And that's looking ahead again for Vail Jazz. You can find those features over at the Vail, the Vail Square, as well as at the Tavern. Jimmy's Dead, the Moe's Barbecue Hot Summer Nights. It returns this Tuesday following the big dance festival that we had. And man, I tell you, it's been a really good time, and I've been enjoying the Hot Summer Nights when I go any of the shows over at the Gerald Ford Amphitheater, but Hot Summer Nights because the catering is fantastic, and so's the entertainment.
Yeah, you know what? Food is great. You can bring your own picnic for sure. But yeah, Jimmy's Dead will be the last one in the series. They had one last Thursday because the Head and the Heart and Father John Misty, they took the stage on Tuesday and Wednesday with a doubleheader, 2 nights of shows. So they moved last week's Hot Summer Nights to Thursday. This week we returned to our Tuesday installment. Yeah, it was the Hog Slop String Band happening on Thursday night, and now we're back to Jimmy's Dead. So yeah, so kind of all these fun little tribute bands.
That's what I've seen. It's been
They don't sound exactly like the real thing, but a lot of times it's close enough. You close your eyes, yeah, you have another adult beverage. It sounds just like them.
A fantastic show, and it's free. Hot Summer Nights, the free concert series, as it continues. And as we continue to roll through, it seems this weekend, I'm noticing right here, Cars and Coffee are back.
Yeah, Cars and Coffee, that is a great local group. And they, a lot of them are classic car collectors, vintage cars, sports cars, all sorts of things. And they get together, pretty much throughout the year. When it's in the summertime, it's usually outdoors as a coffee shop. In the wintertime, they're a little more limited. But if you like cars, and even if you don't have your own and just want to drive there and talk to these folks, it's a great group and really fun to just be able to talk shop with the little Cars and Coffee. Yeti's Grind will be the location. They do change up their locations throughout. So if you go to Cars and Coffee, they have a website. You can kind of find out more about where they're going to show up.
And that's going to happen this Sunday, Cars and Coffee, Yeti's Grind, and that's also a free event. Making our way a little further down Valley now, Tricia, Mountain Hoedown fundraiser also happening this Sunday. Eagle County Fairgrounds Exhibit Hall is the location.
Yeah, and you know what? This is the 3rd annual, and it's a barbecue fundraiser, and it's for Trio Therapy Partners. And they were one of our nonprofits when we were doing our nonprofit spotlights, and they do equine therapy. And Ty, I don't know if you knew this, but like the horses know a lot about the people around them. And so it's really neat when they can have people with different issues that are bothering them and do the equine therapy. and the results are pretty amazing. So this fundraiser is going to help their program grow. It's been around only for a couple of years, started by a couple of locals. So Trio Therapy Partners will be the ones benefiting from this. But yeah, head down. If you missed the rodeo, come on down to this. And it's just kind of some neat, there'll be some live music, some dancing, some lawn games. Wear your boots. I'm sure it's going to be a cowboy theme with a hoedown type of a name in the title there.
We're certainly keeping your weekend visit with us busy for the viewers here. We appreciate that. For you, keeping attention with Vail Valley Live to give you the schedule of events and some ideas. But one that continues that's been going on for a very long time in Minturn, and that is the Farmers Market. And Grammy's Jam is a big feature. Kids love the Farmers Market in Minturn as well. And there's a new feature down there. And I've got to check out this tasting room. There's a new whiskey tasting room in Minturn.
Yeah. Yeah, Ty, I've been to the booth. I've not been back into the speakeasy, like literally like you pull a book and like the door opens or something. It's really kind of cool. But yeah, Eagle River Whiskey, and it's spelled without the E because that's how they spell it in Scotland. So it's of that nature. That's the method that they use. And just one of the many, many things that you can check out there, Wild Mountain Cellars is a winery that has their little, their barn. It's right next to the Agora. They do their tastings out of there, but on Saturdays, they do them right at the farmer's market. So you can check those two things out. And then also all those events for the kids. They've got the mechanical bull, they have the bounce house, they have the build your own stuffed animal. I think is really cute, but don't take my word for it. Let's let Cindy Krieg tell you the rest. It's Saturday, and that means the Minturn Market. Joining me now, we have Cindy Krieg, and Cindy's with the town of Minturn, and this is kind of the original market in the Vail Valley. How many years running?
This is our 26th season.
Okay.
So it is the longest running market in the Vail Valley.
Okay, and you know what? Minturn is such a cute little town. If you've never been here, it's a good excuse to come and stay for the, hang out in the market, stay and do some of the shopping later on. But what's your market known for?
Our market is known for a lot of things. I think it's known as being an artisan market and featuring truly unique artisan products. Also, just having a sense of character and community. A lot of people come just to experience Minturn because we are that small mountain town. We're definitely not a resort. And we have great activities at our market. So we have live music every week. We have a great food court with different food vendors. And this year we're doing lots more kids activities. So it's very family friendly.
Yeah.
We have a bounce house, a mechanical bull, a climbing wall. We have face painting every week. And we also are doing this year kids story times with local children's authors. And those will be at 11 a.m. every Saturday for the rest of the season.
And I saw that build your own stuffed animal booth.
Yes.
That seems super cool.
Thank you, yes. And I can't forget them. So that is a great booth as well, yes. So for the little ones, building your own stuffed animal of all different sizes is super fun for the kids. And then we just have a wide variety of vendors, really anything you can think of. We have art, of course. Yeah. We have clothing and jewelry. We have pet products. We have meat and produce. We have baked goods. We have a bakery vendor. We have jam. We have clogs.
I know. I think Grammy's Jam has been here since the beginning. Check out
Grammy's Jam has been here since the beginning, and Tessa Clogs has been here for quite some time too. They're a Minturn-based business as well.
Yeah. And that's what's really neat is you have some Minturn-based businesses, including the winery and a distillery. Tell us about these.
Absolutely. So we do have Wild Mountain Cellars, who are also based here in Minturn. Come and try some of their great wines, and they're located. Their tasting room is also right downtown, but they are at the market. And then we have a new distillery that opened just recently, Eagle River Whiskey in Minturn. Their actual tasting room is in the Meadow Mountain Business Park, but they are also at the market each week, so you can come and taste wine and whiskey.
What I heard is that they have a little secret door, kind of like a speakeasy?
They do. Their booth is great. You should come check it out just for that. They have a speakeasy booth that they built themselves. It's really very creative. So that's been a lot of fun. And so many other products. We have baskets. and we have
Oh,
health
yeah, just look
products. We have, yeah,
around.
exactly.
You're going to find it here. And
You're
you know
gonna
what?
find it here.
We got here bright and early, so it starts at 9 a.m. So they're just setting up right now. So the crowds are going to be heading in. It goes until 2, rain or shine.
Rain or shine. And I should mention one more amenity that you should check out while you're here is we have live glass blowing on the bunkhouse deck also. So just so many different things happening. And while you're here, we do hope people will check out our downtown businesses. We have some great shops, lots of casual restaurants, very affordable. And so come spend the day in Minturn. And of course, lots of recreation. You can go for a hike, go for a mountain bike ride, go to the bike park.
Yeah, you know, Lionshead Rock Hike, the Grass Mountain Trails, and then, yeah, that Minturn Bike Park. Pretty awesome. Okay,
Yes.
and parking.
Yes.
Where should we tell people to park?
Absolutely. We always say to first try the municipal lot. So there's a municipal parking lot at the north end of town. When you come in off of Highway 24, take a left as you come into town and go past the saloon in the Eagle River Inn. There is a large parking lot there, but it does fill up. So we say to try there first. Make sure you're parking in the municipal parking. There is some other parking over there for residents of different places. That's by permit only. So just follow the signs.
Okay.
But if that fills up, there, you can park really anywhere in town. Main Street, any of the side streets, Town Hall's another good option. So there are lots of places to park in town as well, and everything's a super close walk within Minturn.
Okay, and this is going to be going on until the Saturday of Labor Day.
Correct, through September 2nd, yes.
Okay, all right. So it is the Minturn Market. Come on down if you want to learn more. Minturn.org.
And that's a look at the Minturn Market, and you can catch that on Saturdays and just discover so much while you were there, and even discover the town of Minturn itself. Going to go to Tricia Swenson if we still have her available. It's the weekend, and I know that you probably have the bike on the back of your car or something ready to go, a bag packed to get outside, enjoy the weekend in nature, in the elements. What are you doing this weekend, Tricia?
You know what? Yeah, I'm definitely going to do some hiking and some biking and just try to soak it all in because, you know what, we see that change in the weather and it gets a little cooler around here. But, you know, then we got September. I love September. I can have September twice.
Well, I imagine you'll be buying some paintings, some digital art while you're at the art show as well. So save some room in your vehicle. We thank you very much for your reporting from Lionshead about the art in the Rockies that are taking place right there. You enjoy the weekend, and we thank you all very much for watching Vail Valley Live. You can hit like and subscribe on Facebook as well as YouTube. You can catch a replay of the content of anything that you want to see again about this weekend that you want to share with someone else. A great idea. It is found and it's waiting for you online. Otherwise, the weekend is here. The weekend edition of Vail Valley Live will always be here for you. Enjoy the weekend, and we'll see you when we return.
It's summer
in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains. And we're out here
Living it.
Living it.
Living it.
Lots to do.
lots to see.
Every morning.
Every morning.
Every morning.
At 7:30. 7:30.
It's Vail Valley Live.
It's Vail Valley Live.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.